Hey, it's MK, and I am back for day 4, October 4th, and this is really hard keeping up with the Joneses going on over here. I'm just saying. But I am super excited. I pulled out a very, very, very old, close to my heart kit. I'm not sure how old. Does this have a date on it? I don't know, but oh my god. I mean, back in the day when they had my stickies, because it made it easy to do all of these. And I've used one whole thing, really. And shocker, look at how much paper I have left. Nope, no. I mean, and then these are my old sketches back in the day when I used to sketch things out. Here was the other half of this sticker sheet. Yeah, I wish there was a date on here. I loved this paper pack. It was my all-time favorite. I think it was called Notebook. I absolutely loved it. Actually, it says say Notebook right there. What a dork. All right, why did I pull this out? Why did I reach down into the depths of my embarrassment of showing you guys how old my stash is because I pulled out these embellishments. And I made these embellishments, oh my gosh, 3 years ago now? 3? I can't remember. Honestly, and I haven't used a single one of them. I loved giving them away. I loved, I did a little class on these actually, and so I took this paper pack and was able to get all of these embellishments out of this paper pack. I think we ended up making about 10 or 12. I had 10 or 12 kits of these made for people to make. It was a little make and take, I guess is what it was called. And I still have all this paper left over. So I want to use these embellishments today. This is the photo that I would like to scrap. I couldn't find an up and down photo because this is the sketch that we are doing. And so they have an up and down and a horizontal. I couldn't find one of those, but my circle elements in here is going to be these bits that I made. So these are going to be the circular parts all throughout. Hopefully they'll lay flat, but they've been in a dish, and that's kind of why they're kind of curled up like this, because how I had them stored and whatnot. So, but I just thought that this picture of my daughter next to a fountain on, you know, it was my very first alone trip that her and I took. I had a horrible sense of direction. It was very, very bad, and I went with, we went with my, I think she was my sister-in-law at the time, or she was my brother's girlfriend. Anyways, this was so old ago, so long, so long ago that I cannot remember, but she pretty much wanted to do her own thing, and all I was there, you know, all she did was get me to Salt Lake, and after that, she's like, yeah, go here and there and everywhere. And I got so lost, I called my mom. I was like, she told me to stay on this road here. I did, and now I'm all the way in Jordan. I don't know where I'm at. Oh yeah, it was quite interesting. My mom was freaking out because I had Cora with me and I had no idea where I was going. You know, we laugh about it now, but back then it was like really super scary. So I just kind of thought that I would go through and see what I had to play with and how I wanted this to look. I wasn't sure if I want to use this notebook, I'm thinking that's what I want to do. Or do I want it to be a little darker? Ooh, I like that too. Oh my god. And then, like, there's 2 large circles, and because of the direction this one is facing and this film little thingy is facing, I'm gonna do that. See, I like that. Yeah. I think it's gonna be good if I do that. and then have something in the background, which I think this would look kind of sort of okay-ish if I put this behind her. I have no idea what I mean, Oh My Happy could be my title. I don't really have to do anything else but throw all this stuff on, the page. Use my words. Well, as soon as I find them, I will. So yeah, there's not very much that I'm going to do. It's going to be a simple, quick little layout. I can't remember where this fountain was. I think it was in front of the old aquarium, in all honesty, and now the aquarium has moved, so I don't think this is, I think this might still be there, but the aquarium is not where it's supposed to be. But I think that's where we were headed, was the aquarium. So yeah, I'm gonna play around and use all these pieces. Maybe pull into some stickers. Maybe. We will see. All right, let's go see what I can do. All right, so the first thing that I do is check out that sticker sheet and make sure that, you know, am I going to use it? Is there anything on there that I want? You know, I go back to it maybe one more time, but that's about it. It really wasn't, I mean, the little embellishments that I already picked out are pretty much, you know, they did all the work for me, so I don't really need to add any more. There were some circle elements on that sticker sheet that I was going to use, but I think that once I left it, you know, once I set it off to the side, it was out of sight, out of mind. I've been good at that lately. That's how not to use your supplies. So I cut off that little ruler, or one of the rulers, from the collage sheet. And now what I'm trying to do is make the little banner and like border that is behind the photos. And so I didn't want to cut into a brand new blue sheet. So basically what I did was I just trimmed off what I had and then cut off 1/2 inch, because that's what it looks like was there in the sketch. I'm just trying to keep as true to the sketch as possible, but I only had the one photo. So, which is okay. I'm okay with that. I really like how it turned out. And then I went into my my stash and pulled out some Heidi Swapp, I think they're Heidi Swapp acrylic stars, and then these wooden pieces I believe were also Heidi Swapp. And I was just, the sketch has stars, and I thought, no, but hearts will be okay. And going through this little wood collection that I had going on, I had quite a few little hearts, not stars, hearts. So it was, you know, it worked out actually kind of well. And then I trimmed around that, oh, good grief. See, I need more coffee, you guys. I'm sorry. I trimmed around the ruler so that way it didn't have that border. And then I went into my stash again and pulled out that My Mind's Eye paper for the background, because this is really super thin paper. And so I needed something to stabilize it. So I just, I have a small stash of like in color, like they're rainbow colored that I use for my backgrounds, you know, just basically just exactly what I'm using this one for, is just a little show behind the real thing. So I forgot to put my ruler down before I glued my photo down. I just was super excited to get the stuff glued down. This was supposed to be a fast layout. I just tore that butterfly off so I could tuck my doily behind the photo. But I end up putting them back. I found a spot. You know, I didn't even realize that I used little cork hearts in between any of my butterflies until I was like gluing everything down. And then when I was gluing stuff down, I totally forgot to glue my photo down. So it's like, I better do that. So I went and did that real quick like. And then of course I realized I needed to tuck one more doily under. Now this one I tried really hard to get that banner that is behind my little rosette straight, And by this point, I totally forgot about it. In fact, I don't even remember it until the layout is done. And this paper clip gives me a fit. I didn't realize how like soft it was. And so when I tried to tuck it underneath, it kind of bent. So I had to bend it back before I could glue it down, or it just would have laid wonky on my photo. So yeah, I'm just kind of adding the little hearts now. I glued the back of the paper clip down, and then I put one up in that corner too. It just felt like it was needing something. I have a third paper clip. It has a blue butterfly on it, but I opted not to do that one. So, and the doily kind of got squished up underneath. When I picked everything up, it kind of got stuck on the glue that was there. So I just used my little spatula tool to flatten her out. So, and I found that extra butterfly in amongst the little stars that I went through first, very briefly. And then I'm going to use this big, giant, solid heart for the date, because this was quite a few years ago. Actually, I'm working on my 2006 album. Is kind of why all these photos are starting to pop up. I thought that I would just start working on it. Now, I decided that I wanted the background of that My Mind's Eye paper to show just a hair. So I was going to rip the edges of just two. And I picked these two because if you look at it, it was like really, really solid, dark brown. And so I kind of wanted to get rid of that. And this was a good excuse. Then I pulled out my edge distressing tool. And again, because this paper was super thin, I did rip it a little bit more than I wanted to, but I think it looks okay. And I was trying to put it on crooked. And then I realized that up at the top was still 12 inches, so I didn't rip any of that. So yeah, and then I went and got these Webster Pages little tile letters, and I'm going to put 2006 down. I almost put 2006 or just 06, but yeah, I just put 2006. And then I realized I needed to scoot them all over in order to make room for the 6. So while I did that, I decided to add glue to the back of them because they just were not sticking to the wood veneer at all. So I got them down there, and that's it. I am done. Very super fast layout, but all the embellishments were done for me. There's where that crooked little banner is. I'm just going to let it go. All right. I hope you guys join us. This was day 4. Oh my gird. We have how many more? 26. Wow. Can I keep up? I don't know, but please check everyone else out, and I will talk to you later. Bye.